This man is all over the world, but oh my God, I'm so happy he showed up. I thank you, Bill, for coming. You just gave me goosebumps because when somebody goes out of their way like this for something that God has given me to do, it means the world to me. It means the world to me. And so I'm going to let him go next. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, give me some energy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So, but let me tell y'all something about Bill. I was working for corporate America, and I would go to his free events. He got a lot of free stuff. And he gets you in there and he just talks and talks, and he's so knowledgeable. And I had that corporate mindset. And when he was talking about public speaking, how many of y'all want to be a public speaker? Y'all know everybody's hand went up. And he said, and Bill, so when he got to that point where he was talking about all the things that he give you with this public speaking program, which was the platinum speaking program, I could not receive that because I was a corporate mindset. I'm going to tell you, but when corporate America and I retired in 2017, I had gone to so many of his events and listened to him, and I knew that me being as strategic as I am, as methodical as I am, I knew I needed this man for my coach at that time. I eventually went and I had to make the investment because that man was offering jet plane rides, red carpet interviews and stuff and presentations. He had us on what you call those, the house rooftops in Las Vegas. I mean, he had us at birthday. He feed us good at that. I'm like, Lord, I had to go. I changed my mindset. That's the point. I changed my mindset. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I had that broke spirit. I had 2 kids I'm raising. I'm working like a dog, all this overtime. And I said, I can't afford this. But let me tell y'all something. Bill said to me one day when he was leaving, he may not even remember this. He was leaving one of his events, and I followed him to his truck because I just needed to be near him. I just had to have it. I had a burning desire. But Bill said something to me. He turned around and looked at me. All of us was around him. He looked at me. He said, this is your time. Those are the words you said to me. You never knew that that meant a difference to me in my life. And honey, let me tell you something. The next event I went to with Bill Walsh, I was ready to make something happen. I had credit cards. I said, take 5 off of this one, take 5 off of that one, take 500 off of that. I was making it happen. Bill taught us that when you're ready to do what you need to do, there's nothing that will stop you from achieving your goals. And I did it, and I'm letting y'all know today. I was back in Bill's back in the day. I had student loans and all that stuff. But I'm telling y'all, because of the training, I did my first public speaking training presentation right there. And when I cried about my job and all the drama I went through on that job while I was trying to tell my story, Bill Walsh said to me, that's your story. I'm telling y'all something, baby. I thank you, Bill, because he made a difference in my life. And today I'm going in. I don't talk about my finances. I got two little credit cards from American Express because I get miles. And I'm letting y'all know all that student loan, all that other credit cards, they up there, and the student loans are paid off because I work this business. The student loans, the credit cards, all them other credit cards, they up there in a file cabinet. I don't use them. Once a year, put $2, $3 on it, $5, $20. You keep them in action. But I'm telling y'all, don't miss the boat. Stop saying what you don't have and say what you got and work with it. And I know I met Dr. Smiles at one of his events in Las Vegas. I got to go there, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. And that's when me and her have been joined at the hips ever since. And I have seen her grow exponentially as well. They teach us. Bill taught me. I can't even go to his events now because I got my own stuff going on. But they teach you, and the same thing I do with people that come into my life. I teach them, they got to spread their wings. They got to go serve the people. I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Take yourself off mute. Make some noise in here. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. And we're going to welcome Mr. Bill Walsh, world-renowned public speaker, expert to the platform.
Wow. Well, Dr. Patricia, you know, I'm so proud of you. I still remember the day that you were in the mode of transition. And, you know, sometimes you see things in people that they don't see in themselves. And after 30 years of fixing companies and helping billionaires and new entrepreneurs and political candidates and presidential candidates, you know, what I've loved about Dr. Patricia and I want you guys to write this down, is that she's always persistently consistent. She's persistently consistent, and she's consistently persistent. And the sign of a champion is simply the person that goes the extra mile. The only difference between someone that's ordinary and extraordinary is they go the extra mile. And I would challenge you, if you're listening today, that you've got to be willing to go the extra mile. You got to be willing to make that one more phone call, knock on one more door, answer one more email, send out one more text, get yourself in front of the right people. See, life is short, and to spend time with the wrong people is going to make your life short. It's going to make your life miserable. So when you really start to know inside that you have big things to do, just write this down. I have big things to do. And whoever's to your left or to your right on the Zoom channel, you can tell them that you don't know who you're standing next to today. Because one person can change the entire trajectory of your entire life as long as you're open to receive the message. The challenge for so many entrepreneurs is they believe negative people. They listen to broke, negative, energy-sucking vampires that they want you to be broke like them. You know, it's so crazy that I get to work with some of the most amazing humans on the planet, and I can just see things in people that they don't see in themselves. We launched our Rainmaker course 18 years ago to help entrepreneurs launch, grow, and build better businesses. Write your books, write your grants, write your business plans, get the right connections, have the right KPIs, have the right mindset to win every day. You don't win once in a while, you win all the time. And your winning mindset, your winning belief starts with you. It doesn't start with those negative people. Trust me when I tell you that no cynic is ever going to pay your bills. No negative friend or family is going to pay your bills. So you want to know who you can count on, you need to look in the mirror. Because that's got to be your number one fan, is that you got to believe in what you're doing and where you're going. And when you can be a part of something that Dr. Patricia's doing, you just jump on, because she's going to take you from where you're at to where you plan to be. And she's going to challenge you way outside your comfort zone. And so if you're starting out today, if you're looking at today as like it's day one, start like it's day, I don't care if you're in business for 10 years. Today is day one of the rest of your life. Today is day one to record your future, not your past. It's day one to set the intention as to where you're going to go and who you're going to go with and who you're going to allow in your life and not allow in your life. You know, I put a message the other day, I said, sometimes silence is your best message. So if people want to drag you down or bring you down, don't believe in your vision, your path, your growth, just tune them out. Tune into a different station, that I have big things to do, that I'm going to be around amazing people doing incredible things, or I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to participate. Because the problem is that negative energy, it'll pull you down. It'll suck the life out of you. And I will tell you today, if you plan to be a speaker, understand that everyone has a story. Get your YouTube channel up today. It's free. Get your Twitch channel up today. It's free. Go to Twitch, launch your own TV show. It's free, twitch.com. Launch your own TV network. It's called StreamYard. It costs you $1 a day. Get your influencer site up right now. You go to a simple website. If you don't have an influencer site, go to Mingle, MINGL.no. Mine is /Bill Walsh 360. Launch an influencer page today. Get your book cover done. Go to Canva. Go to Canva, create a book cover tonight. Announce to the world your book's coming out Q2 of 2025. I don't care if your book ever comes out. But the bottom line is you got to set the intention. If you really want to run with the most successful entrepreneurs, you got to have the belief system through and through that you belong in the room. And I'm telling you today, you belong in every room. You belong in every doorway. You belong on every stage. Don't let people tell you you're not good enough, you're not great enough, you don't have this, you don't have that. Listen, that's all bullshit. That's what they use to trick people to believe they're not supposed to be there. I'm telling you right now, if you got a story, if you got a message, if you got some passion about something, then bring it to the world. To keep it to yourself, it's going to go to your grave. That's going to serve nobody. But once you got that stuff set up, get yourself on Haro, H-A-R-O. Get yourself listed as a specialist in your industry. You'll get free media. You'll get free TV, free radio. Of course, launch your own podcast. It's simple, guys. You probably heard of these things. We don't do it. There's an app called Anchor. Download the app today and get your podcast up. Start interviewing experts. Start putting yourself in the position to win. And I don't mean win a little. I mean win really big. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. Now I travel on corporate jets almost all the time. And I'm not talking about a small one. This is a 16-person private jet. We do masterminds on the jet now. We'll be in Dallas launching our own TV network called GBN. We're interviewing people all over the country that have stories. We're doing 20-minute documentaries on people that have great stories. But don't let anyone discount your story, because if you do, they win, you lose. And believe it or not, you think that you lose. I'm telling you, who really loses are the people that need to hear your story. Once you realize your story is so big that there's no reason to play small, you'll start playing big. And I would challenge you today, just like I challenged Dr. Patricia years ago, that your story is too big to play small. You better get out there and tell that story, because there's millions of people that are in corporate America that, corporate America is not going to be there if things aren't so good. So you gotta create. I was on CBS LA just 2 weeks ago talking about every American needs a side hustle. Every American needs another way to generate that income. And I'm telling you today, the greatest way to generate the income is your story. Your story can inspire other people. So get these things launched right away. Don't wait. Go apply for some grants. Get yourself in a position to win. Understand that if you're going to go after the exposure model, pick a channel that works. Instagram, Facebook. There's an app called InShot, INSHOT. Get it set up today. It's like $20 a year. And you can broadcast to every social media channel you have, and one text or one video, one post, edit all. Use captions for the videos. If you want your Instagram videos to get lots and lots of lots of views, all you got to use captions. Captions help, and then broadcast it out through InShot. And before you know, people are following you. You've got to make your media fun, short media to the point. You don't got to talk for hours. Give them great content, give them some more free stuff, and build your community. If there's one thing you take away from today, please write this down and circle it. I am going to build an active community. I am going to deliver great content for myself and others to add value to my community. And before you know, when you start being the one that brings the value, when you start creating value for others, people start to pay attention. And when people pay attention, they pay a lot. And when they pay a lot, they also pay a lot of attention. So don't discount your stuff. Just add more value. Continue to shine and be the best you can be. But realize that in today's marketplace, you got to step up. You got to step up to stand out. So for anyone that has a passion to speak, has a passion to build your companies, has a passion to take your life and your business to a whole different level, I'm going to give you guys a copy of my best-selling book called The Obvious, and my team will follow up with you in the next 48 hours to talk to you about what you're working on and how can we work together and what programs do you offer that might help you guys. So if you just do me a quick favor, take out your cell phone, you text the word WIN. Text the word WIN right now to 26786. Text the word WIN to 267. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. If you're right in front of your computer, get your cell phone out. Text the word WIN to 26786. Get yourself plugged in. Anything that Dr. Patricia does, I support. I charge as much as $35,000 to go speak for less than an hour to corporations all over the world. Anytime she needs me, she knows I'll be there for her, because I love her message. I love her. I love the way that she works with people. I love her follow-up and her follow-through. And when you get around people like that, you can literally feel that you're literally on the precipice of something great to happen in your life. So Dr. Pat, I got to go. I love you. I just wanted to plug in for a few minutes. You'll all get a copy of my book. Just text the word WIN to 26786. You'll learn about our programs, the things we're doing, and get plugged into an amazing, active community of entrepreneurs all over the world. So Dr. Pat, I hope that was helpful. And anything you got going on, I'm always in.
You got your white tennis shoes on, Bill?
Always, always. These are some bosses here. I got some boss on today. I never leave home without it. And just remember, everybody, be yourself. Just be yourself.
I just text mine, 26786. I'll have everybody
text the word WIN.
that.
You'll get my book. You'll get everything.
Win.
I got to run. I love you.
Love you too.
Talk to you soon. Keep up the great
Feel
work.
better.
Keep rocking.
Okay,
I will.
love you.
I'll be fine.